prophesy over people so that people will know that God still speaks. We lay hands on the sick so that people will know that God still heals. We are the people of God. I was in one meeting and this lady was standing there, and the Lord told me he said, show me some angels on this woman's shoulders. And she was actually a teen challenge gal, and I didn't know it at the time. And I spoke to her. I said, I see two angels sitting, one on one shoulder and one on the other shoulder. And two other girls were sitting next to that were teen challenge girls that were not saved. And they actually used the F word right here. And they said, what the F? And do you know what? That was the right response. They weren't Christians. They didn't know Christ. And so they were shocked. They were shocked by the supernatural. Let me tell you, there has to be a conflict between light and darkness that gets people's attention for them to know they're being shocked. Rather than being so judgmental that, oh, we can't believe that somebody said that in church. They didn't know God. They didn't know Christ. They were sinners, so they were still acting like sinners. Amen? So they didn't know better. But so I go on and I prophesy over this gal. I said, God is going to use you. And I knew this gal had been molested or sexually abused somehow. And so I didn't want to say that out loud to embarrass her. I think it's really important. I keep telling you that part of it because I think it's important when we're prophesying over people. It's not our job to undress people. It's our job to honor people in even the middle of using the gifts. Amen? Some people have wrongly tried to embarrass people with the prophetic and think, well, I just say it the way I see it. And that's an old model of the prophetic that is not building people up and edifying people. Amen? Even the old covenant says the tongue of the wise makes knowledge acceptable. If you really care about people and you really want to build them, then you want to be able to say things in such a way that people can receive it, so that when they receive it, that they actually see the things of God actually become and begin to manifest in their lives. You really want to see them become everything they want to see. See, it's not about your gift. It's about the person that you're actually ministering to. Amen? Your gift is for them. That's why it's called a gift, because you literally become a gift for them. It's not about you. It's about them. Amen? And so we got to get our hearts right sometimes when we look at some of these things and how we do that. So anyways, I'm speaking over this woman, and I say, you know what? God's going to take you out of the same things that He's going to use you to take and rescue women and children out of the same stuff that you've been through. And I didn't think it was a very powerful word at all. I was like, I don't even know what all that means. I found out this woman had been chained to a bed in the basement of a house in Seattle for over 10 years and been raped and molested repeatedly as a sex slave. And she just got saved like a week and a half before. And you know what her prayer was to God? Her prayer was, Lord, please use me to go rescue women and children from the sex slave industry around the world. I'm telling you, you don't know how God would do it. See, it's the same Jesus. See, that's not me. My brain can't conceive all of those things. That's the same for you. He's not a respecter of people.